Hi guys, today I want to participate in the discussion about trigger warnings and my future approach to that. I've seen a few videos about spoilers in the last few weeks where basically people just talk about spoilers and how to avoid them, and also how trigger warnings can be a spoiler for some people. And I have been thinking about making a video about trigger warnings for quite a while, but especially seeing this discussion made me want to do it sooner rather than later. For me, trigger warnings are a very important thing, but funnily enough, I never really thought about mentioning that in my wrap-ups or my reviews. I don't know why that never came to my mind. Basically, I only recently noticed it as Jesse the Reader started mentioning trigger warnings in his wrap-ups. And what I am doing for quite a while now is I am adding all the triggers that I find in books to the book trigger list on Tumblr. There's a Tumblr, booksfrommyshelf.tumblr.com, who has a book trigger list, and people have been adding triggers from books there for quite a while, so it's a really long list, and it is really easy to just search for a book on there and see if it has triggers. I'm definitely going to link that down below. Please just consider messaging this Tumblr anytime you find a spoiler, because it's just really nice to have this big list and to see everything and to be able to search it. And the more people know about it, the more we can just have all kinds of books on there, and different people notice different triggers. I just think it is really important that we, have this one list where lots and lots of people are able to share triggers that they have found. What I will also be doing though from now on is I will be adding trigger warnings in the description of my wrap-ups. So if you are reacting to any triggers, then just always check the description and the wrap-ups, and I will mention everything that I have personally found. But as I said, also please check the book trigger list. I'm not giving you a guarantee that I am noticing all the triggers, especially because there's a few triggers that I only just started noticing since I've been more aware of adding the books to the list. I'm just trying my best to see all the triggers, but I know there's just quite a lot of triggers and I just can't notice them all. Trigger warnings that I will probably always notice in a book are suicide, self-harm, and rape. Triggers that I am also pretty aware of are kidnapping, sexual harassment or assault, and all kinds of eating disorders, and often also depression, though I think that it's really hard to really see what can be triggering to someone. Little things can be a trigger for that. I, for example, get triggered by people thinking about death. It makes me have a panic attack because I am scared as shit of death. So, it's just, you never really know, but these are mostly things that I'm always aware of. What I personally find really hard are violence and murder, because, for example, in dystopian novels, violence is something that is super normal. It's not really that I'm aware of it being a trigger, but I guess that from book to book I will notice triggers more and more. And in the last few books that I read, it really stood out to me, and I added it to the book trigger list right away, and also already wrote trigger warnings in the description of my last wrap-up, so my April wrap-up. But I would just love to make trigger warnings on BookTube a common thing, that it's just normal to add your trigger warnings in the description, just as people add in the description when they got a book for review, or if the video is an ad or something like that. I think that it would be really cool if we could have that here on BookTube. And I know it's going to take a while, but every video about it, probably every tweet about it, is a good thing to start, and I would be really happy if some of you would support this as well, and also add books to the book trigger list, letting people know about the book trigger list. And please always feel free to ask me about any triggers. I will be helping you as much as possible to find out about any triggers. You can write me a message on YouTube or a direct message on Twitter if you do not feel comfortable with writing it somewhere where anyone can see it. But that's all I wanted to add to this topic, I think. I know I didn't really discuss like trigger warnings and spoilers, but I just know for myself that I find trigger warnings very important, and for me there's not much to discuss about it, because I think it's important, and it's important that we make people see triggers and just point them out to others. So that's basically what I wanted to achieve with this video. I would be really happy if any of you are just being more aware about it now. And I know that it's not happening from one day to another, but if I can get like one person to add books to the book trigger list, I would be already really, really happy. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching this video. It really means a lot to me, and I guess I'll see you soon.